Hello Virgo, Elsie here to do your reading. It is for the week ahead, Virgo. We are doing weeklies right now for you, and coming up throughout the week is going to be the monthlies. So pay attention. We're going to be doing weeklies and monthlies all at the same time over the next week and a half or so. Let's find out what's going on for you, my Earth cousins, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter signs. If you have one of those signs, there could be something here for you. Doing a 9-card draw, see what we can come up with. See what energies are around Virgo for the week ahead. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Virgo. All right, one's thrown itself out of the deck here. We've got the Queen of Wands. We've got the Four of the Four of Swords in reverse. And we've got the Knight of Wands. Did something move too quickly here? I feel like somebody is either about to break silence, because the Four of Swords for me in the reverse is either breaking silence, feeling better, I'm about to reconnect, I'm going to say something. When it's in the upright, it is healing, but it is sort of off and on communication. Feels like we have two energies here. It almost feels like this energy feels like something went too fast. It might have been the Knight of Wands in energy or person. It could be a Leo, a Sagittarius, or an Aries. It feels like this Queen of Wands energy. Feels like the Queen of Wands energy made a bold move. Possibly something moved too quickly. The Four of Swords in the reverse tells me that I'm healing from this thing that moved too quickly. It feels like it wasn't very stable. Feels like it might have been a thing that happened super quick. You didn't expect that it would happen this quick here. Could have happened with a Leo, a Sagittarius, or an Aries. I think that you attracted whatever this is. Oh, we've got the Judgment card at the center of everything here, heart of the matter. Got the Knight of Cups. The Page of Swords. I feel as though this is something that possibly you didn't get a chance to research very much. It feels like there wasn't much research done. It also feels like with the Judgment card at the center of everything here, that this is something that possibly might come back round. The Judgment card says, whatever's meant for you will never pass you by. And it always feels to me like with the Judgment card that when it comes back, it shows itself again and says, hey, are you ready now? You weren't ready before. Maybe you weren't quite healed yet. Maybe you were just coming out of a healing situation. It feels like something here happened really fast. The Knight of Cups does give me the energy of, I saw the potential in it, so I moved really forward. I moved forward really quickly on it, but I didn't have enough information. This feels like it could be something you purchased, like maybe it's a car, or anything else really. It feels like I didn't have a chance to do my due diligence, to do my homework. It feels like I only had a little bit of information. I didn't have all of the in-depth information, and I made the bold move, and it feels like something here might not necessarily work out the way you want it if you make a really fast, like a fast, bold move. The thing is, you see the potential in it. Gosh, I don't want to give up this opportunity, because this opportunity keeps coming up, and last time I wasn't ready when it showed up. This time, at least, I'm feeling open to it. I'm feeling like I want to reconnect to it. I'm feeling like I want to give it a second shot, possibly. Tell me more. We have the Seven of Pentacles. But maybe if I move slow. We have the Ten of Pentacles. And we have the Hierophant. It feels like a situation where someone wants you to make a really quick decision about something. And you're like, wait a second. I just started talking to you again. Or I just answered the ad. Or it feels like somebody wants to make make you make a quick decision about something. It feels like this, whoever wants you to make the quick decision is somebody who knows that you really, really want this, that you see the potential in it, that it really means something to you, like stirs you emotionally. Somebody knows how you feel about the situation. And I feel like you do want to take, like you do want to take a step forward or make a bold move here, because now is the time when it's showing up now. It feels like what's at the heart of the matter is, do you want to go on a different path? It feels like, are you going to make the decision now? Or are you going to look at it? It feels like it's going to keep coming back to you until you finally make a decision about what you want to do with it. I don't think you understand it. It feels like you don't have enough information about it. It does feel like it's an offer, or maybe you're buying a vehicle, or it feels like something's coming up really quickly and you really want it. You've always desired it. It could be a commitment to something. It could be a commitment to a course. It could be a commitment that you can't step back from. I'm just going to say it because it feels like a commitment that's going to last for a really long time. I think that's why you want to wait, or you want to sort of be more intentional with your answer as to whether you want this thing right now or not. The thing is, listen, the Judgment card, it's always going to come back. If you don't make a decision, or if you push it away and it really is meant for you, it will come back. Whatever's meant for you is always going to come back and, hello, are you ready yet? It's always going to come back and ask you again. So I feel like this feels something like it's something really desirable. Like it's something that you really do want. You fantasize about it. It feels like it is something that feels like it's it has a lot of potential. It could be, I'm talking about a person or a job, a situation. Maybe it's a car that you're ready to buy, or possibly a property, a house or a home. It feels like the investment is a really large one that is a permanent investment. So you can't get your money back out of it. Once you purchase it, you're not able to get your money out of it again. Or if you're making a commitment to a long-term mortgage, a long-term relationship, it feels like this is something that you can't back out of. And so I think you're trying to slow down, look at more information, because you know that this is going to change your path. It's going to put you on a completely different path. But the universe is asking you to wake up and look at it and pay attention to it this time. It feels like you are open to it, but it might be moving too fast. And I don't know if you trust the Knight of Wands energy. It could be an energy, but it also could be a person. We're going to put down a couple of cards here and see what is under the surface that you don't quite see. Tell me what's going on here. We've got the Eight of Cups in the reverse. The Eight of Cups for me in the reverse is the boomerang. It feels like there was something here that was very emotionally connected. Somebody detached, left, walked away, said, I'm not going to settle for this. But it feels like it's back again. But it could be, of course, because the Judgment card is here. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles. You know what's really interesting is when I was shuffling, the Knight of Pentacles got stuck between my arm and the cards here. But because it was stuck under my arm, and I thought, okay, I don't see the Knight's face. Maybe I'll just put it back in the deck. It came out anyway. So I feel like you've been waiting for this for a long time. You've been waiting for someone to return, for the opportunity to come back to you. Maybe somebody said, you know what, I'll check with you in a year. To me, when pentacles are around, I always count the pentacles. To me, pentacles are years. So it feels like maybe around last year, around this time. What were you doing around last year, around this time? It feels like there was an opportunity that showed up, and I don't think you were ready for it, or you felt like it wasn't worth it, or you felt like it was way too emotional. It feels like whatever the opportunity is, it's back. Could be a person, could be a situation, like I said, could be the opportunity to purchase something. Tell me about the Four of Swords, because I feel like you're really open to it this time. I don't think that you were. You may have been incapacitated. Maybe you weren't feeling well. Maybe you were not necessarily feeling like you had enough money here. It could be when it showed up that maybe you didn't have enough money. Maybe your money wasn't in a healthy space or spot. The thing is I think that the Knight of Wands, if it's not a person, it feels like the Knight of Wands is something that is very desirable. It's very sexy. Like, it feels like it's a car. If it's not a person, it feels like it's a car. This opportunity is something that is really inspiring you to move quickly on it. Tell me about the Four of Swords. In the reverse, we've got the King of Pentacles. So it does feel like your finances are doing better. It feels like your finances have healed and now you're open to it. It feels like you're looking at something that is time, effort, energy, money. Possibly your health is better, because the Four of Swords in the upright to me is healing as well. So it feels like you're coming out of healing some sort of financial thing, or maybe you got a better job. It feels like something is allowed you to be more stable and make a decision. It feels like you're making an educated financial decision about something, but it could also be about something that's going to take up your time, effort, or energy. But it could also be, this is something that I feel like my finances or my property management, my properties are in a better, healthy shape here. It feels like the Six of Cups. Oh, okay. So the Six of Cups is telling me that this is kind of nostalgic for you. It is reminiscent of something, or it does feel like something that you've been thinking about, that you might have been thinking about this opportunity since it showed up in the past and you pushed it away and said, no, I'm not ready. So the Hermit is here. When the Hermit is here with the King of Pentacles, it feels like somebody's going over the self. The Hermit is your energy, right? It is Virgo energy. And I feel like you're sort of really scrutinizing about whether or not you found your light. Is this really the right thing to do? Do I have enough light to make a good decision? Like, can I see everything in the dark? It feels like you're going over the self. Like, do I have enough? Am I enough? Do I have enough money? It does feel like this is something that brings nostalgia to you, though. So it could be possibly someplace you lived as a child, and now it's becoming available that you can purchase the property and you want it. Maybe it was a car that your dad drove back when you were a kid, and now you want to get it and restore it. It feels like it is something here that you're checking in with yourself about. Is it worth what I'm going to pay for it? Because it is a piece of nostalgia. It feels like you have enough finances to do it, and it's showing up. But this could be a person too, right? Take it as it resonates for you, whatever lens you are using today. Tell me about the Page of Swords. We have the Five of Cups. No, sorry, the Nine of Cups. The Star is here. And then we have a Page of Pentacles. It definitely is an opportunity. It does feel like it's an opportunity that you have attracted based on really being very good with your money. You've healed some sort of a financial thing that I feel that was trouble for you in the past. In the past, you may have been too quick to make decisions. Maybe you were spending a lot of money. It feels like this opportunity is showing up and you were hoping that it would. It makes you very happy, but it feels like, I'm going to say, the warning here might be, make sure you look into it. Please look at the fine print. I'm looking at the Page of Swords. Please observe it. Please have somebody look at it. If it's a house, please have somebody check it over for you. If it's a car, take it to your favorite mechanic. It feels like there is an opportunity here to get a gift or give a gift. Maybe you're buying it for somebody else. Maybe you're buying your dad's car and for him and getting it restored. But the Star here tells me that this is something that is making you feel really happy, really good, wish fulfillment, hopeful. Tell me about the Knight of Cups, please. It does feel like this has sort of been like, if I could do this, this would be like the ultimate fantasy. It also feels like it has something, it has a connection to you emotionally and nostalgically. Tell me about the Knight of Cups. We have the Empress energy. It might be connected to your mom or a sister or somebody here who is a person of influence. We've got the Five of Cups. We've got the Ace of Wands. Okay, I feel like the Empress could be your wife. Could be your husband, could be your mother, could be your sister. Somebody's not going to be happy if you make this decision without speaking with them first. It feels like there's somebody here who is a person of authority, and just like the Emperor, the Empress also has authority because they have wisdom. They have experience, life wisdom. This is somebody who's really good with their money. This is someone who's very stable. They make really good decisions. And I feel like the Five of Cups here tells me that somebody might be unhappy if you make this emotional decision and move too fast, because I think it's something that's really desirable. It's very exciting, and you're looking forward to going on a new exciting path with whatever it is that we're talking about. It could be a person, but it could be a job. It feels like somebody here is going to be kind of upset with you if you make an emotional decision about it, because this person, I think, is someone who may try and talk you out of it. It may be also the reason why you don't confer with the Empress. Yeah, because this person is going to tell you all the things that it may not be. They might say, like, the Five of Cups is here and the Knight of Cups is here. It's one cup. They might be saying, look, you're just doing it because it's nostalgic. But I feel like you're so excited about it because I feel like you feel you're getting a second chance and you don't want to give up the second chance. But I'm going to say, but it feels like it's a really permanent thing. So you might want to get married, or it feels like you might want to purchase a house or make a huge purchase that you can't back out of, is what it's giving me here. Something that's long term. You're going to be paying on this for a while. Hang on a second here. So you have somebody here that's trying to hand over the Ten of Pentacles to two other people. It feels like someone's on the outside looking in. This is a really sort of interesting depiction. I'm always reading the illustrations as well. It does feel like the Empress, it could be also somebody who is an ex for you. And you might be buying something with or for a new person that this person wished you would have bought for them. It feels like you're making a big financial decision, though, or a big investment in time. Something that is going to stand the test of time. Tell me about the Ten of Pentacles. This could be family. This could be a family home. We've got the Three of Swords in the reverse. We've got the Two of Swords. And we've got the Eight of Swords. Look, I don't feel like you want to move quickly on this, because this is a really big commitment or a really big investment. It feels like it's going to take you on a completely different path, but you know that if you don't take advantage of the situation as it is and purchase it as a gift or take the opportunity that you have manifested, it feels like this is a wish fulfillment for you. Because the Star is here with the Nine of Cups. You've been hoping for this, hoping to get this chance. But I feel like you want to move too quickly. Now, I know that it's not a Virgo thing to move quickly. You're very articulate. You always look at the analytics. But I feel like this is something that gets you so excited and is so connected to nostalgia and emotional fulfillment for you that possibly you're willing to take a risk. You could also be a Sag, Leo, or a Aries rising or moon. It feels like somebody here would move quicker than they would usually, but this seems to be like a once in a lifetime thing. The Three of Swords is in the reverse, so I don't think you're worried about being hurt or frustrated. I'm going to say I don't think you're worried about not liking it if you make the long-term commitment. But the Two of Swords here, there's still a block. It feels like there's something here that you're not seeing, that you're refusing to see. And look, her swords are not crossed. There's somebody here who's using the swords as a balancing tool. I want to make a balanced decision. But there's something here that you're ignoring, that you refuse to see. And that is what's stopping you from making the purchase or going forward with the long-term commitment. could be a lot of money, as I said, the 10 of Pentacles is here. But we do have 8 swords and 2, which is 10. It feels like this is reminiscent of something that may have happened before, that maybe you wanted to do it, but you thought, nah, I got to let it go by. I got to release it because I might get stuck in payments I can't afford. So I don't know what this is here, but maybe you'll tell me in the comments. It feels like this is showing up again after a long period of time. The 8 of Cups for me is the boomerang. It feels like you didn't want to settle for anything else, and so you waited for the opportunity, the job, the career, the getting into the school, whatever it is. It's going to be a long time debt that you're going to incur, that you're not going to be able to step out of afterwards. It's going to leave you kind of in this energy of having the 5 of Pentacles, of having your finances impacted once you make the decision. So it really does feel like it's a really big decision. But I think it's something that you really have been waiting so long for. So we're going to go into the extended. If you want to come there, Virgo, that's where I'm going to be. Please look in the pinned comment that is above all the comments. You will see there's a link there for the membership area, which is where I do all of the extendeds. If you're interested in that, come visit us over there. If you're interested in a private read, please know I'm caught up from the sale. I still have quite a few to do, but I'm all caught up. So if you want to book your private read, the private reading sale for the pre-recorded readings is over, but my readings that are live are always on sale. So if you want to take a look, click on the link to Hypsee, take a look at my packages and pricing there. And I'm going to go to the extended. So if you want to be there, you know how to get there. And if you don't, that's cool, Virgo, because I'm going to be back because I'm always back. Take care of you. Be well. Bye-bye.